Hey, what's up studs? Ryan here, or MandRproductions, and welcome to another LEGO Worst First video. In this video, we're going to take a look at all 11 LEGO Star Wars 2019 sets that have been revealed so far. There are, of course, going to be more 2019 sets, but I find that it's topical, and I got some requests to do a Worst to First video on my recent LEGO Star Wars Darth Vader's Castle livestream build, so I figured I would do one on all the 2018 sets released so far. In the comment section below, be sure to tell me what your favorite LEGO Star Wars 2018 set is that has been revealed so far, and leave a like on the video if you do enjoy. Anyway, let's go ahead and start out with number 11, aka what I think the worst 2019 LEGO Star Wars set is so far. That title is going to go to the 75235 X-Wing Starfighter Trench Run. I think that the X-Wing in this set is particularly atrocious. I think that they did a really poor job designing it. Obviously it was designed with the younger builder in mind. However, still, in my opinion, it's bad. The X-Wing, I cannot get over the fact that they didn't just use the cockpit piece that's been around for 2 decades. Why did they try to use this new piece and not use the piece that they've been using for 20 years? Blows my mind, but they didn't do it. So this thing looks just really, really awkward. It's basically got a bunch of new pieces, and then the only older piece on it is the cannon piece. So that kind of blows my mind as well, that everything just doesn't fit stylistically in my opinion. The minifigures are solid, however the new Stormtrooper head has had some discussion as to whether it's good or bad, and for now, just because it's in this set, we're going to call it bad. I'm being hypocritical, I don't care. Anyway, the trench itself, or the trench run, I guess, or the turret, I don't know, it's decent, but I wish they would actually make an actual set of that. I would love to see a actual Death Star turret, I just really would, but they haven't made that yet, but we'll see. I'm just not a fan of this set. Number 10, aka the second worst set, is going to go to the Naboo Starfighter Microfighter. Honestly, I'm really tired of seeing the Naboo Starfighter. I really hope LEGO just needs to stop making the Naboo Starfighter. I'm so over this set. This one didn't help. I don't like the young Anakin Skywalker minifigure. Never have, never will. The flick fire missiles, they are what they are, but they're on this set, and that's negative in my opinion. Flick fire missiles are hard to get to work right, if ever. Just not a fan of those. So that's going to be number 10. Moving on, number 9, we have the 75234 AT-AP Walker. Main reasoning behind this one is that it is a straight up remake. It's basically like if you bought an iPhone 10 and now you're buying an iPhone 10s. That's basically what this set is, and not a fan of that. However, I will say, if you're a younger person or you didn't own the last 2 models, it's going to be a good model, but for me, in my opinion, this set is not that great for this wave. It's too soon to bring another AT-AP into this world. Do you understand that? Anyway, the 2 figures that really stand out to me are the 2 Kashyyyk battle droids. The rest of the figures are all the same from the older Kashyyyk sets. What the hell, man? They didn't even change anything, so I don't know what to say about that. But the AT-AP itself has some neat features. It's got some cool design points, but overall, I just don't like that they're remaking this set, and that's why it's here. Moving on, at number 8, we have the Sith Infiltrator Microfighter, which actually isn't bad. However, if we take a look at the one from, I believe, New York Toy Fair or San Diego Comic-Con or whatever, it's from 2012. It was an exclusive in a tin pack, and it looks way better than this one in my opinion. So I think LEGO did a pretty bad job designing this compared to the other model that they released. In my opinion, I like the other model better. I just do. The figure's good, but overall the ship just, I don't know, not a fan of episode 1 stuff for the most part. And again, this, much like the Naboo Starfighter, tired of seeing the Sith Infiltrator. There's been too many of them. At number 7, we have the Droid Gunship, and much like the AT-AP, it is a remake of a set that we got 4 or 5 years ago. So it's another one of those where I'm like, dude, it's just too soon. The minifigures, again, though, that are interesting are the Kashyyyk battle droids. Those are good to see. However, the rest of the set is mostly a remake. It has flick fire missiles instead of bomb droppers. So again, flick fire missiles underneath the ship are going to be a pain to use. Those things never work well, and when it's in a hard to reach area, it does not help. They also added stud shooters onto the wings because, of course, why not? It's playability, and they like to add playability into areas like that. Whether or not I like it doesn't matter. The gunship itself looks decent. It's a solid S model, much like an iPhone S model 10s, to a 10 like the 2014 version is to the 2019 version of the Droid Gunship. It's not a major upgrade, it just is what it is. It's a solid looking model that looks very similar to the old one. What more do you expect? It's another LEGO remake. At number 6, I've chosen the Inferno Squad Battle Pack. I feel like this one could have been higher on the list if I had more of an attachment to Star Wars Battlefront 2. I believe that's where this is from. And the figures in it are actually very, very good. For the most part, I think Iden Versio, whatever her name is, looks really good. She has basically a very similar look to the other troopers, so basically the Inferno Squad members there, with basically they're like the TIE Fighter pilot helmets, just with different color variations on them, like with the red markings. Looks pretty nice, actually. And then my favorite part about the set, though, is going to be that vehicle that is included. That speeder actually looks really, really good. I think that is a very nice speeder. It's a unique speeder design, and I think LEGO does a pretty good job bringing in some fresh speeder designs every once in a while, and this one is not an exception to that statement. So Inferno Squad Battle Pack for $15, not too bad. Moving on at number 5, as the 5th best LEGO Star Wars 2019 set, we have the Escape Pod versus Dewback Microfighter set. I think I speak for everyone when I say that the Dewback is pretty dang cute. Let's just be honest here. It's also more size accurate than the custom molded one, apparently. I read that on the internet, take it with a grain of salt. But yeah, apparently it's more size accurate. The weird part, though, is that the Stormtrooper is just kind of sitting on the top. He doesn't really have any like thing to grab up there, which just looks awkward to me. But apart from that, it's a pretty neat set. I also like the Droid Escape Pod being that you can fit both figures in / on it. I know R2D doesn't really fit in it. It's a little smaller than it needs to be or should be. If you are looking for something more accurate, get the 2014 version of that set. But other than that, it's a pretty neat set. I really do like it. I like the C-3PO and R2D2 inclusions. I like the Sand Trooper inclusion. 3 minifigures and a Microfighter dual pack. Really can't beat that because there's no other Microfighter set that has more than 2 minifigures. So 3 figures is nice to see LEGO go outside the box for that one. Moving on at number 4, we have the Rebel A-Wing Starfighter. This one takes place on Yavin 4, which is a planet that LEGO does not visit often for the LEGO Star Wars line, and I wish they would do so more often. In fact, I do it again in this line, but again, in the future, it would be nice to see more of that. The 2 figures, the A-Wing pilot and C-3PO, are nice, but nothing too special. My favorite part about this set, though, is going to be that beautiful looking A-Wing. I actually think LEGO did a stellar job with this particular LEGO Juniors A-Wing. Other than the fact that it has these kind of open gap areas on the front section of it, which I'll just kind of zoom in on because I don't know how to explain it. But other than that, it's an excellent looking model. It's got great colors. The printed pieces are going to be awesome on there. And of course, you can fit the pilot right in there. And they actually use a windshield piece that makes sense on this set, unlike they do with the X-Wings. Let's just point that out. And you're going to find a similar thing here at number 3, using a windshield piece that makes sense on the TIE Fighter here, which is an excellent looking model with great figures, the TIE Pilot, and of course the highlight figure of the set, in my opinion, is going to be the Rebel Fleet Trooper there with the new torso print for the Rebel Troopers. Haven't seen a new Rebel Trooper in quite a while. I also do like, again, that this does take place on Yavin 4. You do have a nice little bit of scenery, I suppose, with the Death Star plans. They're just a little mobile command center or something like that for the Rebel Trooper to use. It also has like a thing, I guess you could transmit some Death Star plans there with the little satellite dish there and the control panel. Very, very cool. The TIE Fighter itself uses these giant panels for the wings, which actually look really, really good. I really like what LEGO's done there. So it's an excellent set, and I think LEGO's done an excellent job bringing the TIE Fighter back down to a reasonable price at $20 here with the TIE Fighter Attack set from LEGO Star Wars 4+ line for 2019. My second favorite LEGO Star Wars 2019 set that's been revealed so far is the Death Star Escape. I think they've done a good job bringing this scene to life in LEGO. I think they have some really cool play functions in this set, including the fact that you can fling the Stormtrooper away. You can have Luke and Leia swing across on the Death Star. You have a little mouse droid coming out of basically a little mouse droid hidden pathway, which is awesome. You have a little rack for your Stormtrooper's weapon and binoculars. I don't really know why he needs binoculars inside of the Death Star. It doesn't look like he's going to be looking at anything that's really far away, but that one is weird to me. I like that you can make the set, like the set is basically expandable. You can open it up and make it bigger. Essentially, it'll flip open when you want it to, and you can close it when you want it to be a smaller, more compact thing. So Death Star playset is very cool for that $30 price range. Finally, my favorite LEGO Star Wars 2018 set so far is going to go to the Elite Praetorian Guard Battle Pack. LEGO's done an excellent job here, giving us 3 Praetorian Guards, which honestly goes against what I was expecting. I thought we might just get 2 with this set, which would have actually kind of made sense because they're dueling on there. However, they included a 3rd one, which is good to see. And the 4th throw-in figure isn't bad either. It's a First Order Stormtrooper. You can't beat that. You can build your Stormtrooper army while getting some Praetorian Guards. This one's going to sell like hotcakes. I just think the box art looks really cool as well. Just the red color looks great. You get a bunch of different Praetorian Guard weapons. You get a Praetorian Guard weapon rack. And of course, having the Praetorian Guards be able to like practice duel with each other, I think is awesome. I think it's a great concept for the stationary part of the set, I suppose. And it does slightly resemble the Snoke's Throne Room set with that base. The droid included is also pretty cool. It's basically like getting a 5th figure or half a figure. It's like a bonus figure, I would call it. Like, it's a really neat looking droid. So that is the Snoke's Throne, I guess not Snoke's Throne Room, but that's the Elite Praetorian Guard Battle Pack set. And that is my favorite LEGO Star Wars 2019 set, and that is my list of all LEGO Star Wars 2018 sets so far, ranked from worst to first. Let me know in the comment section below which set you think is the worst and which set you think is the first, aka the best LEGO Star Wars 2018 set that we've had revealed so far. If you guys have any questions, leave in the comment section below. If you guys have anything else to say, leave in the comment section below as well. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, and if you enjoyed this worst to first list of all 2019 LEGO Star Wars sets so far, please leave a like on the video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.